What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. Today I'm back on the KTM 690 SMC. I've now done 1,000 miles on this motorcycle, and this is going to be my top 5 things I hate about the KTM 690 SMC 2021. So yeah, number 1 hitting my list as the worst thing I do not like about the KTM 690 SMC is the seat. It is disgusting. I don't know whether it's my arse being 100 kilos and compressing, or it is just made for skinny people. I do not know. When I'm on this bike any more than 30 minutes and I need to get off, I'm riding around like I'm enduro, standing up, trying to give my arse a bit of a break. Obviously KTM do a power parts seat, about like £180. That is a lot of money. And it's not the best one out there. A lot of people do recommend concept seats. I looked on their website. The problem is that they do not make concept seats for the UK spec KTM 690 SMC. So it's classed as the non-USA spec. So that's the problem. That seat would have been £220. You know what? I would have spent that over the KTM power parts if it was better than this one. But they don't do it. So is what it is. So as I was saying, any more than 30 minutes and I need a break from this bike. So at the minute we're going on this journey down a Warm Line Regis, and it's going to take us just over an hour, and we're going to have to stop 30-45 minutes in just so I can have a break, stretch off the legs. Whereas mostly on sports bikes you're trying to do that to stretch off the knees because your knees are so bent and you're in an awkward position, but not this bike. No. I get a sore little body. Ooh. Number 2 on the list of things I hate about the KTM 690 is this quick shifter. From the get-go I have had constant issues with this quick shifter. From 4th up to 5th up to 6th, sometimes it will just get a false neutral and I'll just sit there and I'll just be like this, just revving out until the bike decides it wants to go in gear. Sometimes I'll have to re-engage. I put it back into gear just to get it to do it, and then the same again when it goes down from 6th to 4th. I have had it a few times when in 3rd gear it just gets a false neutral. When it had the 600 mile service, I did say it to the mechanics. They said they reset it and reset the sensor, but no, it still happens. I still get false neutrals, and apart from being annoying more than anything, it's dangerous. I've had it a few times where I've gone to overtake, when I change up a gear, I'm in the other lane and I've got a false neutral, can't do anything until the bike comes back and puts me into a gear. So the frustrating part, I let Zoe on the bike, and this was her first time using a quick shifter. So her first experience was of a bike that kept going into false neutral. That's not what you need for a new rider. For someone who's learning how to ride, getting used to being on different bikes, taller bikes as well, she's done a 390. For going along and then suddenly hitting false neutral and just revving out, you don't need that worry. So it really annoys me that this has clearly got an old, dodgy, first generation quick shifter from KTM. And number 3 of the things I hate about this bike, when I picked it up, it was a second-hand bike. It was the Motorcourse's demo bike, and it had no more than 150 miles on it, and of those 150 miles I had put on 50-60 miles on myself when I demoed the bike. So really low miles, should have been near enough brand new. The swing arm, when it come away from the dealer, the day I picked it up, it had been cleaned, but the swing arm all across it, both sides, just looked like it had mould on it. And as you can see by the photo now, it's just little white spots all over the thing. And they had no reason why, they had no answer. All they said was try and give it a bit of a clean with some petrol, and to me that's not good enough. Same again, when I'm buying a £9 bike, I don't want it to look like it's covered in mould, so it's pretty disappointing. I don't know whether it has been cleaned with some product that kind of made it like that or what, I don't know. So if you've read that on your KTM 690, let me know in the comments below. And how did you fix it? How did you sort it out? If you took it back to the dealer, what did they say about it? You know what I haven't done in a while? So these are the type of twisty roads that this kind of bike is good for. And number 4 on the list of the things I hate about this bike, the dash and the headlights. We'll come on to the looks on the next video when I do the 5 things I love about this bike. But this part of the looks, the dash and the headlights are just so outdated for me. They've basically taken their speedometer and headlights from the EXC dirt bike range and just whacked it on as like a, yep, there we go, that'll do. Happy with that. Right, let's look at the Super Duke line, the 1290, the 890, even the 390 behind me. I think the 125 as well. They've got really nice headlights. They've got those LED lights. They've got the running lights. This is just old. It's outdated. It's about time they updated it to either the 1290 headlights or make new ones. Come up with new ones. Make it fresh design, fresh LEDs, and let's just bring it up. I get it. The dash area, you haven't got a whole lot of space to work with, but do something better than that. Similar to Kawasaki on their premium ZX10 line, they've had similar speedos for years, and eventually they're now finally coming up into the TFT world. There's no need to not have a bike with TFT anymore. Give me a fuel gauge on this. Rather than just a fuel light, I want to see a fuel gauge. It's a road bike. There's the Enduro line of this. You don't want to be worrying about how much fuel you've got, how much mileage you've got. You want to be able to see it. So KTM, sort your lives out, giving us a new one. And number 5, lastly, is this little ABS light. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but every 10-15 seconds or so it flashes. Absolutely no reason at all. I'm not on the brakes, there's no reason for the ABS to be on, activated, it just flashes. So at night time you've got this little orange light going off every 10 seconds. It's distracting, and there's no need for it. But yeah, like all the main bikes, when you're on the brakes hard and the ABS is activated, illuminate it, let me know. But just have it flashing all the time, I don't know what the engineers were thinking. As always, ladies and gents, thank you very much for watching this video. If you did like this content, please make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for the next video when I'll do the top 5 things I love about the KTM 690.